Awesome. So my story began with Mark when I was going through a little bit of a tough time. A previous business I started kind of collapsed overnight from a Google slap, and I was just kind of lost. I didn't really know what to do, so I started searching YouTube. I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do, and lo and behold, this Mark Hoverson guy pops up. So watched the YouTube video and was just blown away by kind of what Mark shared. And that's all it took was one YouTube video. I immediately went all in, started researching who Mark was. I used some of my last dollars to kind of purchase all of his content, and eventually became an affiliate through Mark's teachings and following his wisdom and guidance. Moved to Thailand, and I started moving up volume. That Mark invited me for a couple of weeks to stay with him and his family in Arizona, and knowing just how much his teachings had impacted me from just consuming his courses, I jumped at the opportunity. And upon spending time with Mark in person, I began to notice what I think a lot of people are getting a sense of, that he wasn't just successful financially, but he was successful in just so many areas of his life, from his incredible marriage with Shannon, which over the years, spending time with you guys has just taught me so much about relationships and intimacy and everything, and just seeing all the friends. As you can see on this webinar, who flew in almost weekly. Don't even get me started on his kids. So by the end of that 2 weeks, literally it was like less than 10 hours before my flight back to Thailand, I asked Mark if we could go on a walk, and I proceeded to kind of nervously ask him, like, Mark, over the last 2 weeks, I've learned more from you about life and business than I have probably in the last like 3 or 4 years. Would you be open to staying a little longer and kind of working alongside of you, helping you in whatever way I can? And I'll never forget his response. He was like, yeah, he was something along the lines of like, yes, Jaden, I'm open to that. You'll have to go with no pay. You'll have to do chores around the house, pitch in. And to the outside person, it probably would have seemed like one of the worst deals on history, not going back to Thailand and staying here, working without pay, doing chores and everything like that. But to me, it was just the opportunity of a lifetime. And it really was one of the most transformational and rewarding experiences of my entire life. And obviously, since that time, I've had the privilege to help him kickstart a number of legacy projects, gone on some incredible adventures with him and his family to the mountains, to the jungles of Mexico, and just sharing so many lifelong memories that more than I could ever share on this webinar here, and more life lessons than I can count. And all of this was while Mark was battling cancer, and a lot of times it was hard to even believe he had cancer because he'd be whipping my ass at like basketball. He'd be pushing me down the slopes of the mountains or mountain biking. This is someone who has just so much energy and so much life. Like I said, a lot of times I almost didn't believe he had cancer because he was just so amazing. And that's one of the things Mark never let this cancer define him. And even in some of his darkest moments, Mark's always stayed strong and kept a smile on his face. He's the hardest working person that I know, and he always wants the best for people. He really wants them to win. He sees people's potential, and he knows how to kind of magnify that and allow you to step into it. So Mark, Shan, you guys have totally redefined what strength, what courage, and faith means to me, and I'm just so blessed to have the opportunity to get to know you guys, and you guys have had such a profound impact on my life. I love you guys so much.
Jaden, for those of you who don't know Jaden, he is Mark's everything in his businesses, and words can't describe how much love there is for you, Jaden. So appreciate you, love you.
Hey guys, is it okay if I jump in?